Okay, so do you ever wonder why you feel yourself drawn to me? Or that you want to follow me? I ask myself that same question. And like I stated before, I'm in fact very humble about all this experience because I've always been, or let's just say growing up, I was very shy and not spoken at all. Yes, a lot of that has changed for me because of my life's experiences and the things I've had to overcome, including now. And I'm not saying I'm not deserving of followers. I'm not saying I'm not an individual you shouldn't. I do know a lot. I have learned a lot in my life's experiences, and I can help direct many a person because of those life experiences that have given me a lot of wisdom, per se. Yeah, even I kind of wonder why. And I've been learning, you might think being sick a lot and being in ill health might just be a completely unproductive life, especially given my physical disability as well. But I assure you, it's not, because even during my sick time, when I'm able, I'm like a sponge, especially since my spiritual awakening over the past, year and a half or two. Although my illness has gotten worse, my spiritual awakening has evolved, and I've learned so much more on a spiritual level and just my tools of knowledge, the things going on around me and in our government and in our society. I've learned so much. I have been an absorbent sponge. I research a lot. So, if you wonder what I do with my spare time, that's where it ultimately goes, although it's normally too stressful for me to digest half of it or meaningfully explain a lot of my knowledge to many of you and to get it out there. That's what I've done, ultimately. With that said, I'm learning a lot about myself, as well as the global corporate ruling elite that have done us so wrong, and all the lies that we've grown up with and how we've been manipulated, and et cetera, et cetera. And once again, I'm simply using this platform to reach anybody that'll hear me here, but more so to reach my YouTube channel. This is kind of my platform because it has to be for me. So I'm utilizing it as my tool. So forgive me. If you don't want to hear it, shut it out. That's all good. I'm not looking for followers. That's one thing about me you learn. I am not looking to gain popularity or followers. And you will learn that in the things I say, because the things I say are very spontaneous, scatterbrained, and just from the heart. They're my thoughts, my knowledge. They're all my own from my knowledge, my truth. So I don't expect anybody to knock me, follow me, to dispute it, etc. I'm not sharing what I know to make life harder on myself, per se. But for those that are where I'm at, I do speak so that you can hear me, because sometimes I feel I don't say enough, honestly, with the things that I know that I should be sharing more. But as I learn and I traverse through my path, I want to be sure to share certain things with you guys that may not only help myself, but may help you all as well, because that's just who I am, and I feel that's really honestly what I'm here for. Is I'm meant to do something monumental. I just can't pinpoint it quite yet. I know I'm meant to do something great. Okay, and that may sound like stupid crazy to some of you, but then again, I know some of you are going to get where I'm coming from, because, see, I was raised traditionally through my family upbringing, my belief system. I was raised the majority of my life as a Christian, non-denominational Christian even, but I just never felt the connection quite as I should. And so spiritually, since my awakening, my Kundalini awakening, which is more spiritual than you'll ever know, I realize we're all energy and consciousness. All sentient life forms are energy and consciousness. Google Truth Contest Present. I've been here, done that, and told you guys before. Bottom line is, I'm not trying to reiterate myself, but if you're just now following, I want you to know where I'm going with this. I do follow laws of attraction. I completely believe in it because I know that our power of thought, our minds are a powerful thing. We are, in fact, co-creators. We're more powerful than we know. Your abilities are much more than you know. We've just been taught through beliefs, lies, deception, etc. from those in power and control. We've been taught to believe otherwise. Okay? Not here to argue that with anybody. So if you don't like what I have to say, just please move along. All I need is encouragement and support from those that understand and hear me, that know where I'm coming from and know what I have to say to be true and that it resonates with you. That is all I need to hear. But what I'm trying to get at is I'm learning so much about me. I've always thought, see, I was born November 11th, which is Veterans Day. And because the way I was raised, I was taught, numerology, astrology, all that crap was a no-no. That was evil. That was satanic. Channelings, that sort of thing were demonic. I'm learning that's not the case because we're simply energy and consciousness. And we were lied to. Religion, it's all dogma. It's the biggest deception ever. You've been lied to. I'm sorry. You don't have to believe me, but I know what I know. It's a lie. Your energy, your consciousness, just like me. Anyway, so with that said, 1111 is apparently a powerful number. And I was born on that date. Not only was I born on that date, I had a veteran friend. Apparently I'm an old soul. I never knew what that meant. But everybody I ran into in my life's path, I always had older friends. I was always a little bit more mature. I was always kind of an introvert. I was always kind of the shy one for the longest time. Now I'm just the introvert because I planned it that way. I promise you. Because I'm an empath, I absorb so many energies that it gets so overwhelming. I cannot deal with it. I don't even like to go into public places. Between my disability and the fact that I'm an empath and I do absorb those energies, it becomes very crippling, overwhelming for me. And I know this, so I know to steer clear of it. If you know it's going to do you that bad, you just don't do it. And so I've been looking into numerology, etc. And apparently 1111s are a powerhouse, pretty much. I didn't know my own capabilities. So y'all are secretly drawn to me. Y'all don't even know why. I don't know why, because I don't even get it myself. There's a reason why, because apparently 1111s are very... But where I was going with that, I had a friend, like I said, my thoughts are always scatterbrained. It's so stressful around here, I can't even think straight. I had a veteran friend of almost 11 years who died on my birthday, which is November 11th, Veterans Day. So I think that holds significance somewhere, and I don't know what it is exactly because of my current belief systems. I've never known what that was, and nobody's been able to enlighten me there. But I'm learning more about myself and learning about the numerology of 1111. And although I won't delve into it too much with you guys because I was so distracted and stressed while even hearing it, I will tell you, if you want to know more, and you're an 1111, or you're a master number, or you're 22, or something like that, and you want to know more about that as well, I can direct you to the right people that are spot on. When I say spot on, I do mean spot on. I've ran across people that have such powerful knowledge that seem to know me from the inside out. They could pretty much tell you my whole life story, and it explains all the excruciating and traumatic obstacles I've had to overcome in life, even including now. It explains and tells me so much about myself and just validates me and brings me clarity. And for that, I thank those guys that do that kind of stuff with the numerology and stuff. Even though I lack complete understanding, it's something I'm learning of that I hope to know more of, because it does help me. It's like having somebody understand you for the first time in your life. I felt so misunderstood. And it's like finally finding somebody to validate you, and it is such a good, empowering feeling. Truly is. And there are several dedicated to helping those with the numbers 1111 or the 11s, you know what I mean.